everyone. This is your host, Dr. Lin J, on this platform called Emerge and Empower. Now, this is season two, and season two is coming to a close, and I am so excited for what season three will be bringing as we have more and more guests that will be coming on and sharing their story and their journey. My truth is what today is about. Now, we all have our truths, and for some person, your truth to them might be a lie because they weren't there. They did not experience your truth with you. Your reality was particularly just your reality, while someone else looking in was not there. They weren't present into your situation. They were not privy, all right, to a lot of things that you went through or what you are still experiencing on today. Because again, you only let people in by allowance. They don't have to get into your life. They don't have to be in the front row seat of your life. They don't have to know anything about you. And I say this all the time, they don't pay your bills. Neither do they have a heaven or hell to put you in. So therefore, you tell people what you want them to know. I am one who never put my business on social media. I don't put it on the streets. Actually, it never even leaves my front door because what's for home is for home. What's for me is for me. Work is work. Church is church. My life is my life. But it all comes down to, at the end of the day, I'm still a child of God. And everything that I do it in fear and love of God. All right. So today's topic talks about owning my truth. Now, are you owning your truth or are you living a lie? Because many of us have told so many lies that you are now living the lie. But I live in my truth because if I'm living in my truth, I don't have to try to remember what it was I said or told somebody because your truth never changes. But a lie, it keeps changing from stage to stage. You got to remember what you said, what you did. Too much hard work. So I choose to live my truth in my life every single day that I get up. Every breath that I breathe, I want to stay and living in my truth. So what I'm going to ask you to do as we are in this segment on today, as I am owning my truth, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. So go ahead and talk to your friend, your sister, somebody. Call them, text them, let them know that Dr. Lin J is on today on Emerge and Empower, and it is titled Owning My Truth. This is necessary because we live in a world where everything, it seems, and I shared the post earlier this morning that somebody said that the lie and the truth went into this well to swim together because the lie said it was good. The truth goes in and the truth said, oh yeah, you're right. But the lie had to take off its clothes and left its clothes outside. So what did the truth do? The truth jumped out of the well, put on, the lie jumped out of the well and put on the truth's clothes and went around the world pretending to be truth when it was a lie. Now, I know every one of us have some untold truths or lies that are appearing to be true. Well, we need to be in a place where we are living truthfully because at the end of the day, the truth will come out, right? It comes out whether you admit it or it just happens, but it comes out. And we say it all the time, and some might say it's a cliche. The truth will set you free. Well, in truth, there is freedom. It hurts others, right? But there is definitely freedom when you tell your truth. So I would like for you to stay tuned as we will get into our intro here and be right back. So go ahead and start sharing. And if you have not subscribed yet to Dr. Lin, Lin J on YouTube, so you'll always know when the audio portion has dropped and when we have a video.
Bestseller, soon to be New York Times bestseller. Hold on now, keep focusing, keep working, sis. All right, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Linda Joseph, and I'm a pastor, mentor, life coach. And basically, this book's about my journey. And it's a journey to healing. It starts from my childhood to life and marriage and to helping other people heal. So, my whole point of view is making you be the better person that God created you to be.
Amen.
All right, all right, all right. So that's just a little snippet of some of the times when I go out and I set up my vendor table or speaking opportunities where I bring my books and I'm always about my truth. Now, I'm just going to go dive right in to this on this morning. All right, so let me just adjust myself here. All right, and then we're going to dive right in. So, again, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Good day to you and yours, and I pray that you're doing well. I know we've been going through so many sad news, so many deaths, pastors' wives, people coming up missing. So much has been happening in just this past 10 days. It's like we living in this world, and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, do I even get out of the house? Do I leave? I mean, what's happening? But in the end, it's all about the truth. We need to be in our truth, and therefore we can truly receive healing. All right. So, owning your truth is a powerful concept that involves expressing your authentic self without fear and apology. It means acknowledging your experiences, beliefs, and feelings as valid. All right. Even if they don't align with the social expectations or others' opinions. But guess what? Here's what can involve in your truth: self acceptance, honesty, vulnerability, empowerment, and courage. All right? I am starting with self acceptance. I have accepted Linda for who Linda is. That's it. This is me, and I'm not going to apologize for being me. I'm not going to apologize for smiling. I'm not going to apologize because you said something that you felt that I should feel sorry about, but because you don't see the expression on my face, to you, I'm not sorry. So therefore, you want to add on to the weight because you feel there hasn't been any tears that has been shed. She's not hurting enough because I don't see it. It doesn't look like it. Remember, we live in a world where people do not put out their emotions for you to see, for your pleasure, for your view, for how many views or likes. All right. People tell their truths and they live their truths. And we have to learn to accept people for who they are. All right. And what happens in the society that we live in is because we like the lie so much that when the truth show up, it's not celebrated. When you are being real, it's not celebrated. When you're being authentic, it's not celebrated. People like glorified stories. All right. You tell the truth in reference to scripture. I'm posting scriptures all the time on my Pastor Linda page. You know how many followers I have on my Pastor Linda page? Probably 600. And that's all true scripture, And guess what? There's 600 people that follow. And in the 600 people that follow, maybe two or three people like, and maybe one once a week share because it's the truth. We don't want the truth because nobody's being real. So when somebody's being real, you shy away from them. You don't want to have anything to do with them. But I'm owning my truth. I've always owned my truth. I've always walked in my truth. Anyone that has ever met me know that when confronted with truth, I will tell my truth. All right. Some might say you're being too transparent, but it is my truth. Some might say it's too TMI, too much information. But guess what? It's still my truth. At the end of the day, that's me, and I told you. So if you went out and talked about it with somebody else, then that's on you. Because I told you my truth and I'm free. But people tend to take your truth, twist the truth, make it colorful, make it fit their mold or their story, all right? So that They can defame you, shame you, alienate you, decide not to be your friend, decide not to be in your circle, decide not to support you, whatever their reasons are. I will get up every day and show up owning my truth. And that's what I encourage you to do on today, is to get up every day and own your truth. Because it's too much energy living in a lie. It's too much work living in a lie. It's too much of trying to remember what you did. It's too much energy. It keeps you awake too long at night because you got to be creative to continue to lie. I've been there. Who haven't? Many of you might still be in it because I'm owning my truth. And so, people, once you own your truth, I'm not here for judgment. I'm not here for pity. Whatever you decide to do is what you do. I will keep doing me. And with these amount of years that God has given me on this earth, I have learned at the end of the day, it's between me and God. Everyone can have their opinions, everyone can have their feelings, but at the end of the day, at the end of it all, it's between the individual and God. It's not between husband and wife. It's not between mom and children, fathers and children, friends, family. At the end of the day, when you're sick in a hospital and you're all alone, it's you and God. When you're going into that dark place or situation, it's still you and God. When you're going through a divorce, it's still you and God. When you're going through grief, it's still you and God. People might show up, but they don't know your pain. They don't know what you're enduring. They don't know how your heart is wrenching. They don't know your pain, but they do look for your tears because only then that they think that there's remorse. A lot of people even lie pretending in remorse. I have made a promise to myself that I will not shed a tear because of somebody, because of what somebody said or did, or some type of manipulative power that someone has put over me to cause me to cry out. I'm going to cry for me. I'm going to cry for my sincerity between me and God and how I'm feeling. I have closed that chapter of giving people the power to decide how I feel because it was miserable, it was lonely, and I was suicidal because of the way people was making me feel. If I want to get up and be joyous and smiling, that's me. If I want to stay in my bed, that's me. If I want to wear denim, like today I decided to wear denim, even my screen is in denim, that's what I'm feeling. It's denim and diamonds. That's what I feel. That's it. We care too much about what people feel, and we end up living with the way people project us or how they should see us, what kind of car we driving. Because so I have this car, so I got to get this car, I got to get this house, I got da 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 da. Keep going, 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 and you are miserable. That's not your truth. They have the mansion. You don't have the mansion paycheck. So why are you going to work 3, 4 jobs to get the mansion? You guys are in two different truths. They probably paid theirs cash, and you're paying yours for the next 60 years, 30 years, 45 years, whatever. The way they say that because a lot of people, when they buy a house after a while, they then borrowed on the house, they then refinance the house. So what was initially 15 years or 30 years has become 45 years, or it goes on and on. So you're forever in debt. So owning your truth is being honest. Being honest is truthful about yourself and others and what your feelings and your desires, all of that, and boundaries. You have to put up a boundary. You can only go this far with me. I would only allow you to hurt me this much. Stop giving people power over your life. Once I owned my truth, I removed the hands of people on my life. I'm so much free, carefree. Are people always talking? I'm sure they are. And most of the time, it's all things of the past. They're not talking about your successes, your accomplishments, that I'm an author, all of this stuff. Things that come back are things from my childhood because people knew about it, but I've already closed that chapter. I've written a book about it. Get over yourself. And what you thought you knew about me, you didn't know. This is called emerging in power. It's emerging from all of that. So I'm speaking to you who people are still talking about you. There's still this, there's still that. It's time to close that chapter. It's time to tell it, own your truth, cut it off, and live. All right? And live. That's it. So, owning my truth. My journey started at 4 years old. At 4 years old is the time that I had an understanding of what was happening around me as a child. And I wrote about it in my book called She Emergence. She, me, emerge. I am she. And I went through every place that we've moved, every location. I named it by the area. Went from being molested to being raped to being left for dead to finding myself to my teenage years to finding someone who finally cared for me to my getting married at 18 years old. I cannot tell you everything in the book in this short segment, so I encourage you to buy it. Some of you still haven't even picked it up. Some of you still haven't read it. As true supporters, you support your friend, your family member. I have family. This book has been written now for 4 years who still haven't picked it up, even purchased it. That's my truth. I'm owning my truth. I'm telling you this. This is my truth. So you might think that I'm being celebrated because a lot of people know me, or I know a lot of people, but I don't have that support that you think that I have. Because if I did, I would have more following. If I did, I would be at a different place in life. If I did, I would have more referrals. If I did, I would be on more platform because there are people that I don't know that you know. So this is my truth. My truth is I am not truly celebrated. And I'm not looking for celebration from men because I realize it will never come. Only when God favors you that doors open. I didn't step on anyone to be where I am. It's just me owning my truth. I didn't break anyone's marriage, relationship, church, nothing. Just basically, simply being Linda. Genuinely loving, caring Linda. I care for you in your face. I care for you behind your back. I love you when I see you. I love you when we're not together. I cry for you when we're together. I cry for you when we're not. That's who I am. That's the heart that God has given me. It is not to tear down anyone. It is not to destroy anyone, but if anything, to encourage, uplift, motivate, help you feel better about yourself, have a better outlook on life. Because I've had those gloomy, rainy, dark days where I never thought that I would get up. I never thought I would live past 18 years old, period, because of the way my life was going. So I stopped counting my age once I hit 18. And whenever people ask me how old I am, I just tell them my age. I have those around me, like my husband, who say, "Why you tell people your age? They don't have to know this." Guess what? I'm not tied into that because God's graces have favored me to be alive today, to do what I do. Genuinely, wholeheartedly, transparently. So I don't look like what I went through, but I'm not there. I was there for years in my mind psychologically. I was locked. I was trapped there. I couldn't see myself beyond that little girl that was broken, that was raped and abused, that was not loved. The people that should love her didn't love on her. Had to be the disciplinarian raising my brothers and sisters since I was the firstborn, to have them not even like me because I was the disciplinarian. To have them say to me, "You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do." But I did because I cared. I cared about their life. I cared about their journey. I cared about their success. I cared about the friends that they hung out with if it got them in trouble. And still today, I still care. I care about the people at my church. I care about the people in my women's group. I care about anyone that I've ever met, and I want them to do better for their life. So I would always share with them positivity. You can do better. I see better. You're beautiful. You're handsome. There's more to you than this. Do not get stuck in that place because I care. I genuinely care. Because if you're not feeling good and you're around me, I'm feeling that too. If you're crying and you're around me, I'm feeling that too. So why wouldn't I want you to be happy? Because when you're happy, I'm happy. I care. That's my truth. It is because I care. And you know what they say about people who care? When you care, you get hurt a lot. Oh my God, isn't that the truth? But I still get up every day to still care. When no one cared for me, I want to be that difference in their life to say, I care. I care about your spiritual life. I care about your journey. My journey is a struggle. I don't have it all together. I am not perfect. I'm still trying to perfect this thing called life. I'm still trying to perfect this thing called Christianity, faith walk. We are all tempted. We all have temptations. Because you didn't fall in it today doesn't mean because somebody else did that we must shun them or act indifferently with them. Where is the love? Where is the love? Are we only supposed to love sometimes, or are we to love all the time? Where is the love? And that is a place that I got in myself. And I said, you know what? Love, when you're giving it, most times is not reciprocated. And I realize it won't stop me from still loving. It will not stop me from giving because there's joy in my heart when I give, when I do. When I put events together, I put it because I want people to feel good about themselves. I want people to celebrate. I want people to come out and heal. When I do these prayer conferences, I want people to heal. I want people to be delivered because the weights come off, the scales come off when you are free and you can live a very prosperous life without the gloom and the dark shadows and the dark clouds over your life, the things that keep keeping you in a place of depression. I care. And I've been using the word burnout a lot lately, and I realize serving God, his oil is never burned out. Frustrations in life and people around you, lack of support, lack of family support, friend support, all the places you think your support is coming from. But remember, the ones who are your true clients and supporters, they are not your family and friends. They are your virtual family. They are virtual friends. Okay, they are people who are watching you around the world who says, you know what, I'm going to support. Maybe there's only one person in Ghana that's supporting. Maybe there's only one person in the Bahamas that's supporting. Maybe there's only one person in the States is supporting. But guess what? If each person in every area said, I'm going to support you today, then that is a success. Yes, we have our ministry, we have our church. Did everybody in my church bought my book? No. Does everybody at my church come to my event? No. I have a small percentage. I have women's groups. I have first ladies that I'm friends with. I have a lot of people in my circle, but they're not running to my events because everyone have things that they're doing. And because of that, the enemy will want you to be depressed and feel like there's lack of support. They're not supporting you. You're there for them. They're not there for you. I feel those things. I shut those things down and I get up and I go again because it's not about anyone but fulfilling my purpose that God has put me on this earth to do. There are pastors who pastor 50, 100, 500, 1,000, a million, but God is calling you to the group of people that He put in the front of you. Lately, I've been hearing this word a lot. You are not successful because you don't have a church building. You are not successful because you don't have so many following. Is that what success is about? I thought success is about getting up every day and doing the job. Now, who receive it, okay, is who receive it. Who share it is who share it. Getting up every day is a success because someone couldn't get out of bed. Getting up for me without a migraine is a successful day. You understand the differences as we're looking at success? We are basing our success on how other people life is going. I've been in ministry literally 43 years of my life. From 7 years old, I've been doing ministry, teaching Sunday school, youth director, leader, all of these things. And I have done a great job through the help of God to help people, to be a bridge for those who need to cross over, even though they tried to burn that side of it. But guess what? I still remain whole. Jesus healed 10 lepers. Only one came back to say thank you. So you're going to tell me that this wasn't successful? Indeed, it was successful. Indeed, it was successful. It was very much so successful. Successes is getting up every day, trying, moving, living, creating. We're looking at quantity over quality. And that's a problem today. You can waste so much in quantity. But let's talk about quality. Because you don't put a large price tag on something, people don't value it because they only value in it based on the cost. In China, they make a lot of these products. The imitation part, because it doesn't have the certificate for Michael Kors or all the other companies, without that certificate, they cannot sell it for that high price without that certificate. But it's the same thing. You probably made it for $2, but sold for $2,000 because it's based on the value that you put on it. And because you put the value on it, the cost is now something people say, oh, I'm going to buy that because, oh, that must be good. $2,000? Oh, yeah, I'll get that versus the $20 I know is imitation. Because when you have the imitation, you're not flaunting it. It's just in a corner. If people see it, they see it type of thing. But when it's the real thing, you're out here, you're showing it off. It's in the face. It's in all the pictures. Okay? That's life. That's me owning my truth. So, vulnerability, I just went through that vulnerable moment, didn't I? Vulnerability. All right? Allowing yourself to be open and exposed. I just opened and exposed myself, open and exposed my heart. All right? Empowerment, taking control of the narrative and not letting it define your worth or dictate your life choices. I was letting people dictate my life choices. I truly was. Letting people dictate my life choice. I did for a long time. For a long time. For a long time. I was letting people dictate my life choice. How they liked it, how they will perceive me, what people would think, all of that. At the end of the day, they were still not satisfied. You were still not good enough. You do 100 things. The one thing that you did was wrong. You are evil. You are nothing. You should be destroyed. You should step down. But check their truths out. Please own your truth. We spend too much time worrying about somebody else's problem, situation, or their truth. Own your own truth and keep moving. Own it and keep moving. All right? Own it and keep moving. So I'm no longer afraid of being vulnerable. I've had times even at church I'm in prayer and I'm crying and I go and be on the altar. I don't care what you think, what sin you think I did, what sin you thought I was confessing in that moment, because we get so caught up. We can't even be real anymore in church because we think somebody's going to say this or that. They're going to think this or that. I have gone beyond that so long ago. If I'm crying and you're assuming it's about whatever you think, it's your business. I stop letting people's thoughts or what people are going to think dictate how I move. I've done what I've done and I've moved on. I've experienced what I experienced, good, bad, and ugly, and I've moved on. And if you want to stay in that dark place, in that ugly place, you stay ugly. Let me be pretty. Stay ugly. Let me be cute. Hello. She did this back then. Done. Did. Over. Move on. What about you? We are always interested in looking at what's in people's lives, that we don't, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's time for people to truly heal, let go, and glow. That is my new mentorship program, actually, that I have, that is coming from my first book, to allow people to heal, journey through the mentorship, and heal and let it go. Because once you let it go, you will glow, you will radiate, you'll be beautiful. Just letting it go. If you don't know it, I'm a mother of 6. As a mother, I've done all I can to make sure that my children have a comfortable life. Taking money from Peter to pay Paul, just to have a balance, still owing Paul, so I go to John. Different avenues in order to just maintain. Everyone goes through that. Everyone goes through that. I've done some things that I'm not proud of. But again, past tense. They're in my past. I've owned up to those truths and I'm done. That's it. That's how come I can freely express, be, walk with my head up high, because I've owned my truth. And I always say this, you want to know something about me? Ask me. You ain't got to ask nobody. They don't know nothing about me. You can't ask my husband. He doesn't know everything about me. You can't ask my kids. They don't know everything about me. I can't say girlfriends. I don't have best friends. I have women friends, but everybody don't know everything about me. It's just me. So whatever it is that you want to know about me, you ask me. Because nobody stays with me 24/7. They see me when they see me. So if you're going to ask them about me, I'm sorry. They're going to give you a perspective of what they think or what I show or what I share. They cannot tell you about me. Only person who could tell you truth about me is God. And God isn't going to sit there and go, he says, I bless who I bless and love who I love, and nobody can tell me what to do. So it's like, that's what I love about him. I love who I love and I bless who I bless, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. So I just came on here today just to chat. Like, really. This like talk to me. Talk to me. Put something here in the comment. Talk to me. Talk to me about what you're experiencing, what you're sharing, what's going on with you. What is your truth that you're owning right now? Huh? Talk to me. Inbox me. Let's sit down and chat. Let's talk. Remember when I first started this journey, it was called Real Talk. And even though this is emergent and power, it's still talk. It's real talk. It's like real stuff, right? Nothing fabricated, all real. It's still real talk. And everyone that comes on the platform is telling their story, genuinely their story. Real talk. Just being real. C'est ça miye. I speak Creole, meaning this is who I am. C'est ça miye. Moun ka pale, moun ka fe, moun ka se sit, se la ba, men se sa miye. M'pap kite sa moun fe ou di fem pa mache nan sa bon Dieu vle pou lave m. Non, non. Pase pep la toujou kon bagay pou yo di. Kom nou toujou di le ou moun fe yon bagay ki bien, i met ap fel tout an, sel jou li fe yon mal. Oubliye tout bien ke moun nan te fe. Se l'homme ki kon sa. La fò mal, oui. Men parete kote sa. Parete nan emosyon sa. Pa la koz moun fe ou eksite. Pa la koz moun fe ou gen depresyon. Pa ki de bay sa rivo. En tout ka, yo pa mèm, yo fin di sa, yo di yo fini avon. Et puis ou mèm wap prend plus temps, wap kite sa moun nan di ap manjo, ou pa ka foksyone, ou pa ka dormi, ou pa ka manje, et puis moun nan mèm ap regle afel. Pa kite sa fet. E mta remè an pil nan nou mèm ki pale kreol pou nou ka vin nan sen nan. Paske se pa selman pou an anglè. Le moun yo vini an anglè, m'pale avek yo an anglè. Men nou bezwen moun ki pale kreol, nou kapap fè sen nan podcast la an kreol pou kapap la pou ven pataje histwa ou sa ki wap an dire, sa ki ou te pase. Mwen konen nou men Haitien, nou pa reme pale bagay yo, paske ba la rive jen fia, maman, papa, yo kachel, ba la rive jen fia nan l'eglize, yo kachel. Yo pa dil pou moun pa konen, e pou ta moun nan kontine ap fè piti ton lot moun, madame on lot moun, mari on lot moun, pa la toujou ap kontine, nap kache yo, pa kache yo. Se plis dou le nap la koz moun sa ap fè on lot moun. Ou pa se sel piti tou a, li fè sal fè a? Ou pa se ou mèm selman ki endire, san endire a? Ou pa se sa? Ou pa pense pop niès ou tonton fait le méchanceté. Pop cousin ou papa fait le méchanceté. Même femme yo fait garçon méchanceté. C'est pas des bagailles qu'a fait là. C'est pas des habits qu'a fait. Mais nous on parler de yo. Là on pas parler de yo, on pas livrer cœur, on pas guérir non. Son maladie qui est en dedans, yo manger son. C'est uvel pulgiri. So basically, I just basically went over what I said in English and summarized it in Creole by owning our truth. That is it. But some great things have happened to me since I have allowed myself to heal. Oh my God. First step was starting the women's group, which is We Were Women Inspiring Women Always. Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. The platform was open for people to be transparent. There's been a lot of healing, a lot of breakthrough because of it. Thank God. Clap with me. Thank God. So much has happened because of it. Clap with me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Clap with me. Thank God. So much has happened because of it. Right? What else? I'm just gonna drop this here, which is the Emerge and Empower podcast. All right. So this is it. This is it. And you've seen this on my profile. All right. You've seen this on my profile. So that is the journey. And most recently, I have been crowned, yes, crowned the ambassador, Florida Plus ambassador for 2024. It is the very first ever title in this pageant. And let me just put a clip here. If you already follow me, you've seen them, but I will share it here. Yes, girl. Show up for yourself with your cape. My two granddaughters in there. Yes, ma'am. I made those capes. Those are all my design. Yes, girl. Healing is beautiful. Uh-huh. All right. Strut. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Those are clip-ons, by the way. My ears are not pierced. So I put those clip-ons on. I kept feeling like they're going to fall off. This is what healing does. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Go get your crown. Yes. Check it out. Check it out. Ambassador. This is what healing does. Once you heal, you learn to live. You want to be a part of things. You just want to live, and keep on living. You hear me? That's what you want to do. You want to keep on living. All right. And of course, as you know, I've done a few bestsellers, opportunities with my books, and I want to take the books internationally because my story is international. Women all over the world have experienced the same thing, and my book, being in the hand of young women, mothers, fathers, etc., will indeed help them. And here are the books here. Okay. All right, so that's falling in the background. Sorry about that. Those are falling in the background. So we'll leave that there. Most recently, for this year, I started the Emerge and Empower podcast, which is what you're watching, and also the magazine. And I would like to share the June cover with you that just came out on Father's Day. Go get it. Take a look at the article. It's a digital copy. Go ahead and read it and share it. This is Dr. Jason Anthony Pendergrass, who is a dear colleague of mine. Yes, your girl is the editor in chief. Listen, healing is beautiful. It allows you to be creative and you don't feel stuck. In the beginning, though, it wasn't easy. It was hard because I was wondering the fear of the unknown, acceptance, you know, if everyone will accept me, if everyone will support me. I'm still in that place of if everyone will support me because I realize everyone won't. They won't support you. They won't be there for you. Not everyone will, buy your book or show up to your event, you know? But you got to keep going. That what makes healing beautiful because you are confident. Your confidence is a garment. Every part of the magazine, you'll see a resilience section because it takes resilience to emerge. It takes resilience to emerge. So this is the June cover, the June magazine. I put a lot of hours and sweat. It's still trial and error. I'm still learning. Everything that I do, I learned to do it. I learned to put it together. I didn't take any professional classes. I didn't sit down on anyone. I didn't copy it from anyone. I'm just learning it and I'm getting it together. Trial and error. I'm learning and I'm putting it together. That's pretty much it. So this is just a relax moment on today. Me owning my truth is just being authentic, me. That's it. I've been through it, I've experienced it, and I've moved on. Every one of us have different stages in our lives. All right? Different stages in our lives. I've moved on. I've come away from. Most recently, I've come away from. I've come into myself to accept that I've done my best. And to not compare myself with anyone. Not to compare my success with anyone. Not to compare my platform. I don't even go on other people's podcasts. I don't even know what it's about. I didn't even listen to podcasts before I started doing my own podcast. So you could tell me there's popular podcasts out there. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm putting it out there because this is what the Lord asked me to do. That's it. I'm putting it out there. Someone's listening, someone's learning, someone's looking forward to it, someone's a subscriber. It's not over 200. I would like it to be 1,000, 1,000,000 subscribers. But the only way that's going to happen is with you and also you telling me what type of content you want. I know we like a lot of ratchet stuff, controversial stuff. I don't bring those on here. So if that's what's going to get me into the views, this is not the platform. This is not that platform. So it is what it is. But it takes you sharing. It takes you doing. I shed a lot of tears this week. Mm-hmm. Shed a lot of tears this week. And I wiped my eyes. But I didn't go deep. I didn't let it destroy me. I got up. I dressed up. And I moved. Even in church, I felt like I just wanted to be silent. But I'm a worshiper. So I can't not raise my hand and worship God. I have never not seen God in anything that I've done. Because He's the only one who can save me and restore me. So I've never not been honest or truthful to God in anything that I've done. So if someone discovers something about me, it's old to me but new to you. I don't know if you get it. Old to me, but new to you. So what you're expecting to find as far as my reaction, you're not going to find that. Because I've always been truthful to God. When I'm crying to Him, it's me and Him. When I can't sleep at night, it's me and Him. When I'm hurting, it's me and Him. That's it. So you don't know when I had those moments. I can't help you. I can't help you. Own your own truth. This is simply all it's about. Owning your own truth. Moving in your truth. That's it. I think the song said I cried a little tears yesterday. I said, cry me a river in my yesterdays. Till my eyes were swollen shut, crying. Hmm. Because of what people want to hear or see, how they make you feel. Being vulnerable is being naked and exposing yourself. It takes a lot to do that. Actually, you got to be brave to be vulnerable in front of people. Only for it to be used against you. So people don't even want to come before the altar anymore because they don't want to share their stories anymore because we have loveless Christians in the church, in the faith. Hmm. But I'm just thanking God for my everydays, for my smiles when I can smile, for my peace when I used to be in such turmoil, so deep, to the fact that I saw me in the deepest of the sea, where you don't even have a regular diver go. They have to plan such excursions to go to the deepest of the deep. And in a dream, I saw that I was in the deepest of the deep of the abyss. And no one can hear me. No one can save me but God. So while I'm in this place, I close my eyes. And I start fighting against the water. I start fighting against the element. And I open up my heart to God. And I said, Father, only you can save me. Only you can save me. I'm sorry for allowing myself to get so low. I'm sorry for moving from that hurt place to hurt people. I'm sorry for not believing that you are God and you are the sustainer I'm sorry for looking for love in the wrong places. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Because look where it has put me. It has put me in a place where I'm alone. I was in this place where I was crying out and nobody heard my cry. 10 years to be exact. I didn't care if I lived or died. I didn't care who said, who did. I don't care. I'm going to do me. If I feel good about this, that's what I'm doing. But God still loved me through that when I wasn't loving myself. Because we think we're loving ourselves when we are destroying ourselves. Because we're starting to feel like you're justified to do what you do, to move as you move. I'm hurt, so let me find pleasure. I'm in pain, so let me find relief. Right? Isn't that what we do? Some go to drugs, some go to sex, some go to alcohol, some go to work, they become a workaholic. Some go to depression and decide to stay dark. Yeah. Or we go to anger. I will pay back retribution. I will do to you because you did to me, and I'm going to give you fire. I'm going to give you pepper. Fire for fire, pepper for pepper. And we are destroying, and we think we're empowered. Till you realize they losing, you losing, we all losing. There's no joy in us all losing. There's no joy in us all dying. No, no. Mm-mm. No joy at all. At all. Come away from that place. Come away. Let go of that depression. Let go of that anger. Let go of that pain. Let go of what they did to you, what they said to you. Let go. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Release your heart. Let go because they didn't show up for you. Let go because they don't follow you. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. And be healed. Let go because they left you and they turned their back on you. Let go. Let go. They had to turn their back on you for you to realize where you are and where you're going. They had to. You had to have enough car breakdowns and decide to get a new car. You had to go through everything that you went through so that you can be who you are today. And that is because you kept emerging. And every time they meant to smash you down, you was knocked down, but you got up, got up. And they want to hit you further, but you keep getting up and up and up and up. And you keep moving, you keep evolving, you keep living, you keep emerging. That's it. Do it for you. Don't do it for kids, husband, wife, nobody. Do it for you. That's it. Do it for you. You want to lose that weight that's been bothering you, been hard, and you've been going to eating out of depression because you're feeling good about eating, but it's destroying you. Listen. Do it for you, please. Please. Don't do it for nobody. Do it for you. Do it for your health. Do it for you. Whatever education you decide to do it for you. We can never live up to anybody's expectations. People are never satisfied. Never, ever, ever. They will never be happy with you. They'll never be satisfied with you. You are never good enough. So please do it for you. Pat yourself on the back. Good job, girl. You did this. So when they don't, it's okay. No. Own your truth. Tell your story. It happened to you. Do not hide it. Do not dumb yourself down. It happened to you. Tell your story. Be free. Let go and glow. I won't keep you any further. I'm still debating on whether I'm even going to share this because I just felt it was necessary for us to realize that we need to own our truth. If it bless you, let me know if it gets out. I'm not sure. I'm debating if I'm going to even share it because it's not my regular segment. It's just me coming on here talking, but realizing that you have to do what you got to do for you. You got to do your best for you. And if your best, people are not happy with it, you need to be. Stop letting people depict your story. It's time for you to close certain chapters. Actually, close the book and write a new one. Write a new volume. Write a new series. Whatever. But it's time to close that book. We've been talking about chapters. You've been through so much chapters that you realize it has spun over into another. So I hope this blessed you on today. It's just by owning your truth. There's a lot I could say, should say, but again, I'm not someone who puts my business out, my feeling. I don't come on by emotion, so I can emotionally come on here and da da da. I'm not doing that. That's not me. It's not me. That's not me. So I hope this helped you. Again, I don't know if it's getting out. I don't know if I'm posting it and I'm not cutting anything. It's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be what it is if it does go out. I'm not changing anything. So it is what it is. So I hope it helped you. I hope so. I hope so. All right, bye-bye. Until next time, we will be coming in a new series for the month, next month. So stay tuned for that. So be blessed. Be blessed. Own your truth. Move in it. Embrace you. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are gorgeous. Move forward. Stop doing stuff for the crowd, for the peeps. They don't care. Do it for you. Bye bye.